So, you'd think you know the story of Nikola Tesla, right? The genius of electricity, the rival to Edison, the guy who basically lit up our world. But what if I told you that's not even the most important part of his story? What if his real work, the stuff that truly mattered, had nothing to do with inventions and everything to do with you? And what if that discovery was so powerful it was hidden on purpose? Yeah, let's get into it.
I mean, just let that sink in. They didn't just steal his inventions. They stole what he discovered about you. We're not talking about patents for alternating current anymore. This suggests that Tesla's biggest secret wasn't a piece of technology at all, but a fundamental truth about human consciousness and our incredible ability to interact with reality itself. And the whole wild story kicks off, fittingly, at the very end of his life.
Okay, picture this. It's January 7th, 1943. Room 3327 of the New Yorker Hotel. Nikola Tesla is found dead. But here's where things get really strange. Buried deep in the official police report is this one bizarre detail. Witnesses said the very air in the room was glowing, a soft blue light with no apparent source. It was the first clue that whatever Tesla was working on at the end was something else entirely.
And then, almost immediately, the cleanup crew arrives. Except it's not the hotel staff, it's the FBI. Within 24 hours, they swoop in and seize every single paper he ever wrote. And get this, 80 years later, huge chunks of his work are still classified, blacked out, hidden from public view. So you have to ask yourself, what could possibly be so important that they're still hiding it? Well, to find that answer, we need to go back in time, to one single, incredibly dangerous night, 40 years earlier.
This takes us to Long Island, 1903. Tesla's big dream, the Wardenclyffe Tower, his plan for free, wireless energy for the entire planet, was collapsing. His funding was gone, his debts were piling up, he was backed into a corner. So he decided to conduct one final, desperate, and frankly insane experiment.
And when I say insane, I mean it. According to his private journals, Tesla didn't just harness electricity. He became the conductor. He ran a staggering 150,000 volts of current directly through his own body. He literally turned his own nervous system into a living circuit, his heart's electromagnetic field pulsing in perfect sync with his massive tower.
And in that moment of perfect coherence, when man and machine were one, something broke. The world as he knew it just dissolved. Time, sound, movement, it all disappeared. All he could perceive was light and a presence. Not a physical being, but a vast ancient consciousness, simply watching him. He was no longer just a man in a lab. He was an awareness floating in a field of pure potential.
He gave this presence a name, Lucifer. Now, hold on, before you jump to conclusions, remember what that name originally means in Latin, the light bearer. According to his notes, this wasn't some demonic encounter. It was a face-to-face confrontation with the fundamental creative force of the universe. And it gave him a choice, or maybe a warning. The light you give can create or destroy. Choose.
So what was that experience? Some kind of supernatural vision? A hallucination from nearly electrocuting himself? The theory is that it was neither. It was a deep dive into physics. A kind of physics that suggests the universe isn't just out there, separate from us. It's intimately connected to the observer. And that observer, well, that's you. No, really, just think about that for a second. You can close your eyes, you can open them, but who is the one doing the observing? Who is that silent witness behind your eyes that's watching your life unfold? That's the real question, and that's the core of the secret Tesla supposedly unlocked.
This idea completely flips our sense of identity on its head. The theory presented is that consciousness isn't a byproduct of the brain, it's the other way around. The brain is more like an antenna, an interface for a consciousness that is fundamental to the universe itself. And this isn't just philosophy. This view finds some really strange echoes in the weird world of quantum mechanics.
Take the famous double-slit experiment. It's a cornerstone of quantum physics that shows reality literally behaves differently when it's being watched. When no one is looking, tiny particles act like a wave of all possibilities at once. But the moment an observer measures them, bam! They collapse into a single particle in a single place. The simple act of looking at reality changes what reality is.
The physicist John Wheeler, who was a colleague of Einstein, took this idea to its logical, mind-blowing conclusion. He argued that if observation turns potential into reality, then we aren't just passive viewers of the universe. He proposed a participatory universe where we are actively creating the reality we experience from moment to moment just by living in it.
So, if our observation shapes reality, how do we do it? What is the technology we're using to participate? Well, the answer isn't in some high-tech lab. According to this theory, you already own the hardware. The technology is your own body.
We always assume the brain is the command center, right? But research from places like the HeartMath Institute has found that the electrical field generated by your heart is a staggering 60 times more powerful than your brain's. Your heart is the true generator of your personal energy system.
And that field doesn't just stop at your skin. It's not even close. It's a measurable electromagnetic field that extends up to 12 feet away from you. That means you are constantly broadcasting your internal state, your thoughts, your emotions, into the world around you.
This just reframes our entire idea of what we are. You're not a solid object navigating through a solid world. You are a walking, thinking, feeling electromagnetic field, and you are in constant interaction with the quantum field of the entire universe.
So what's conducting all this energy through you? The source points to our fascia. This is an incredible web of connective tissue that wraps every single muscle, organ, and cell in your body. And this theory proposes it acts like a biological liquid crystal semiconductor. It tenses with fear, it relaxes with joy, and it transmits information through your body even faster than your nervous system, responding directly to your state of consciousness.
This brings us to the ultimate point of Tesla's hidden discovery. If you are an electromagnetic field that influences reality, and your body is the high-tech hardware for doing it, then you are faced with a fundamental choice, a choice you make in every moment of your life.
Are you going to let your field run on autopilot, just broadcasting unconscious patterns of fear and limitation, and then call the result fate? Or are you going to take conscious control of the signal you're sending out? Are you going to choose to be the victim of your circumstances or the creator of your reality?
And according to the source, there is a clear path to making that choice. First, it's just awareness. Start to feel your own energy field. Pay attention to it. Second is intention. Consciously choose the frequency you want to broadcast. Joy, abundance, clarity, love, whatever it is. And third, you achieve coherence, where your thoughts and your feelings, your heart and your mind are all aligned in broadcasting one clear, powerful signal. Tesla supposedly wrote this in his diary near the end of his life. It recasts this whole cosmic battle, not as good versus evil, but as coherence versus incoherence. The devil isn't an enemy. It's just the chaotic echo, the noise, the static, that tests whether we can hold a clear frequency, whether we can truly hear the light. And this brings us full circle. The ultimate secret that was hidden away wasn't a technology to be built, but a capacity to be awakened within all of us. The light bearer that Tesla met in his vision wasn't some external entity. It was a reflection of the creative potential that was already inside him and is inside each of us. The choice to create or destroy, to broadcast fear or love, that power is always ours. The light bearer isn't coming to save you. The light bearer is you.